Hey guys, what is going on? And as you see by the title, it was one hell of a night once again for us. Um, yeah, it was just crazy. 100,000 bucks last night. We'll get into that in a second. Also, a lot of our subs won some pretty good money as well. So, uh, yeah, awesome experience. Did it last year, almost about a year ago, and obviously did it here last night. So, um, yeah, really not too bad of a night. Sorry, I am doing something here real quick, guys. All right. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, like I said, good night last night. If you check our Twitter, you saw that I posted it last night. So really not too bad. As you see, there won the 100K there on DK and also won a couple smaller ones here. But the 372 that was our posted premium lineup, and that one obviously took down the tournament there. So definitely we'll take that. So. Um, yeah, barely won. Giannis helped me there at the end, but like I said, I'll take it. 0.25 difference. It's crazy, but I'll definitely take that. And as you see there, there's some of our guys: Westbrook, Butler, Chandler, Muscala, Kelly, Winslow. Then I had Giannis, and I forgot who else I had. But yeah, definitely not too bad of a night. We'll definitely take that. Yeah, like I said, definitely happy about that, and definitely blessed for sure. So we'd love to have you guys come join us. Like I said, the 372 was a posted premium lineup. So everyone that had DK won some pretty good money last night. So we'd love to have you guys on board. It is dirt cheap right now. 35 bucks a month for Fanduel and 35 bucks a month separately for DraftKings. To get in on it, as normal, check out our website in the comment section and hit us up on Twitter as well. That is our third 2% tournament finish in 3 weeks. So definitely not too shabby. We are definitely rolling right now. So yeah, like I said, we'd love to have you. Awesome night last night. Hopefully we can continue it here today. Got an 8-game slate to look at. Some pretty good totals and close spreads. And we got some injuries that are, beneficial, sorry, to tonight's slate. So let's definitely get into it. Definitely excited to get into today's slate. All right, to our first game. I don't know why this thing does that. Anyway, let's get into it here. All right, Sacramento and Indiana. I think it was like a 220 or something like that total. So same thing here for Indiana. Oladipo's out. I don't know what's going on with Sabonis. He was out. That was last night. I don't think he'll play here tonight. We'll see what's going on with Bagley. I'm looking at Bojan Bogdanovic probably. Bogdanovic. And also, I do like Darren Collison here once again. That's probably the three I'm looking at. Probably not a lot of exposure to this game. I could see it going a little bit lower than that 222. I mean, it is only a 4 spread, so maybe consider a couple. I'm not really going to pay up for Turner. I'm not going to pay up for Fox or Willie Cauley. Indiana is a pretty good defense there, so you can look. Like I said, look at Collison. Some 7,000 is a little much, but you can look at him. I do like Bojan and Bogdan, both are brothers. I do like them here tonight. But besides that, not too much going on. Maybe if Marv Bagley plays and he's healthy, but he is almost 7,000 as well. So I think there's some other guys out there. So, yeah, personally, probably not playing this one too much, but, definitely have to consider it since it is such a close spread. All right, moving on to our next game here is Washington and Cleveland. John Wall is game time decision still. We'll have to see what's going on with him. Don't know if he's going to play or not. As you see, their game time decision. So don't know if he's going to play. If he does play, you have to consider him. I do like Colin Sexton. I mention it all the time. Wall is not the greatest defender as he was in the years prior. If you go look at it, DVP, he's not that good. So I do like Sexton. As we know, Hill is gone, so it should help Sexton a little bit. I do like Clarkson, Alex Burks. Burks had 40 last night. Rodney Hood exited the game. That's why Alex Burks did so good. So if Hood is out, you got to look at Osman, Sexton, Clarkson, and Alex Burks. I know they're all, GPP plays, but they're so cheap they could definitely hit 5 to 5.5 times value easy. You can look at Tristan Thompson as well. Had a bad one last night, but man, the dude's 8,100, but he has been playing some pretty good ball. So I'm probably targeting Cleveland side in this one just because They are down a couple guys, obviously, with Nwaba, and if Hood sits, Zizik, and stuff like that, and Hood is gone as well. So Cleveland, they're going to have to play all their guys pretty big minutes. Washington can, they can bench Wall, they can bench Beal if it's a blowout. So definitely targeting that Cleveland side here for sure. So Clarkson, Burks, and also looking at, like I said, Osman. If Hood does play, I still like Sexton, but I don't think Hood's going to play. But we'll have to see. It's a back-to-back. He obviously, it was hurting him quite a bit. Didn't come in back in that second half. So I really don't think Hood's going to play. So, yeah, like I said, Osman, Clarkson, Burks, and Colin Sexton here for me. If John Wall doesn't play, I forgot to mention that. If he doesn't play, you can look at Austin Rivers, 3,700. Probably not going to score crazy a lot, maybe 20, 23. You can look at Satoransky. But like I said, I'd rather have the Cleveland side, to be honest with you. All right, moving on here to our next one. Brooklyn and New York, the thing was like a 220 or something like that as well. So, yeah, this should be a good one here. Both these teams, they're not that good, but, they do fight pretty good when they are playing. So, don't mind cheap exposure to this one. More on the New York side. Anyways, a 220 in New York by 2. Just pulled it up on my phone. So, I do like Moutier. Burke should be out again, so I do like Moutier. Definitely look at some Russell. I think he can get you 45 in this one. You can look at Dodson. Bad game last time, but I think he can rebound here. And also, don't mind maybe Kevin Knox or Noah Vonleh. And maybe Enes Kanter or Allen. So the main guys I'm looking at here is probably Moutier. And I do like Russell. I'm not really going to mess with Alonzo here. He's screwed me too many times. And then, yeah, probably look at Vonleh for, like I said, the other night when I told you guys that he was a GPP play, he went off for, 30-plus points there against Boston. So one of those guys, as we know, he can get you his normal 20 to 23, or he can go off for, 35 or 40. So I don't mind taking a chance there with Vonleh. And Brooklyn's defense at the power forward center position is trash. So also, like I said, you can look at Enes Kanter as well. So, yeah, one of those games, just pick and choose. Like I said, I like Vonleh. You can look at Kanter as well. Kanter GPP only because we know how he is, boom or bust. And then, like I said, really don't mind some Russell and some Emmanuel Moutier. So definitely a couple I'm going to be targeting in that one. Most of those guys are pretty cheap at a 220 total. I'm definitely going to consider some there. All right, Boston to Chicago. I told you guys Chicago was going to stay in that OKC game last night. And I picked Westbrook just to, in a GPP just because I thought maybe Chicago could keep up with them, and they did, and Westbrook was only 9% owned. So, yeah, I'll definitely take that for sure. So Chicago, like I said, they're not a good team, but they got a lot of fight in them. This is going to be a little bit slower game here. I do think Boston could beat them pretty good. It is an 8 spread and only a 215, so definitely watch out for that. If it is a blowout, like I said, you can look at Terry Rozier, might get some extra usage there. I don't know if Brown or Smart's going to start. Smart did start last time, so maybe Smart took over the starting job. We'll have to see. I don't mind Brown coming off the bench there with the second team, though. Smart still probably around 23, 24, and Brown maybe, trying to fight back into the starting rotation, get you 23 or 24 off the bench. So, yeah, Rozier in a GPP just because he could get some extra minutes here. Not too high on Hayward in this one. You can look at Tatum as normal, is 30, 33. I do like Wendell Carter and Lauri Markkanen. Both those guys are for sure. If Aaron Baines is out, you can look at Marcus Morris a little bit. Daniel Theus might get a couple extra minutes. Don't expect a lot. And then you got Al Horford at 7,000. So I'm not too into him. So anyway, I'm looking at probably Markkanen, Wendell Carter. Probably go Wendell Carter, a little bit cheaper than Markkanen, but still both of them are priced only $300 difference. And then, like I said, Smart, Brown, you can look at them, and then don't mind Terry Rozier. I don't think I need to pay for Irving in this one, so that is kind of what I'm looking at there. Targeting some cheaper guys from that Boston side here for sure. Sorry about that, guys. My dog is itching his ear. So moving on to our next one here, we have, let me go look, Denver and Atlanta. Sorry about that. Denver and Atlanta. Go look at it. 223 and Denver only by 6. So Paul Millsap apparently broke his toe, so he's going to be out. Also, Gary Harris is out. Tarion Prince is out. So, a lot of opportunity for some guys to do good here. I don't mind Murray with Millsap being out. Obviously, Jokic will be popular. Trey Lyles is going to be popular. Plumlee as well. But I really do like some Trey Lyles. He should benefit the most. Hernan Gomez is a small forward, power forward, so he should get some extra minutes as well. If you need Bembry, he might get you 23, 24. I do like some Kent Bazemore. You can look at Kevin Huerter, but he is, like I said, very shot dependent. So Denver is a good defense, so they could get to him. Another guy that has been playing half decent is Beasley here. Let me go check him out. Like I said, 18, 13, and 26. Look at those minutes, man. They're coming up huge, and I love that. That is very, very nice for only $3,700. As I mentioned, Millsap is out as well, so doesn't really affect Beasley, but usage might go up a little bit, and we saw that last game against Charlotte. So really like Beasley in a GPP, $3,700. Definitely look at him for sure here against a really bad Atlanta defense. So looking at Beasley, I do like Murray. You can look at Hernan. Really love Trey Lyles for sure. 3,600, he'll be really popular. And then you can look at Mr. Jokic and Plumlee. So definitely looking at Denver. I know it could be a blowout, but there's just a lot of injuries over there and a lot of opportunity for guys to get some extra usage. So, and like I said, I do like Kent Bazemore. Probably my favorite Atlanta guy here on the slate. All right, moving on here. So yeah, targeting probably quite a bit, maybe 2 or 3 in that one there. Moving on, we have. Let me go look. Lakers and Memphis. A 209 in Memphis, only by 2 in this one. Lakers, I think this is their third or fourth game in 3 or 4 nights. So they may be a little tired here. Both these teams on the back-to-back. I do like Lonzo Ball. I know it's hard to say that, but he might get you his 28 to 30, a little bit extra usage. We saw that in the assist category last night with no Ingram, and I mentioned that in my video that I didn't mind Lonzo Ball. And, for good reason. 13 points, 11 assists, had 35 points. So I think you can look at him here again. A little slower game against Memphis. So he may not get you that, but maybe 30 to 33 in this one. You can look at maybe Pope or Hart. I don't know if you really need him in this one. I'm not paying for LeBron. I don't think he's really worth it tonight. I was telling you last night, Jaren Jackson or Green, who do you go for? Looks like Green has the hot hand right now. Jackson only had 4 points last night. Green had, I think, over 30 once again. So JaMychal Green, probably the play here for Memphis. Definitely look at him. You can look at Kuzma. Like I said, a little slower game, but also, like I said, that usage with Ingram being out is definitely helping out Kuzma here. 43 again last night against San Antonio. So I could see around 35, 36 here against Memphis. So definitely looking at Kuzma. I do like JaMychal Green. But anything could happen. Jaren Jackson could have a good night and Green could have a bad night. So that's the only bad thing with picking one of those guys. Maybe look at Mark here. I'm not 100% on him, but you can look at him. I do like Nurkic, Towns, and obviously some other guys from that Miami game. But, probably not going to pay up for Mark in this one. You can consider him, but probably not going to pay up for him. You can look at JaVale. Should be a close game, maybe 25 points, but that's really it. So not a lot of upside in this game. Kuzma, probably a cash play, 35 points, maybe about 5 times value. And then Green or Jackson, for sure, GPP, just because we don't know who's going to have the hot hand. Recently, it's been JaMychal Green. And then look at Lonzo Ball. Like I said, extra usage with the assist since Ingram is down. So I do like Lonzo Ball here once again. All right, moving on. Minnesota and Portland here in Portland. McCollum said he is going to play in this one. Well, he's probable to play. We got a 217 in Portland only by 2. So, should be a good one. It could be a slower game. Both these teams can slow it down or play pace up, so we'll have to see. But they aren't the fastest teams out there. Definitely Portland, they do like to play a little slow. At times they like to play fast. But Lillard, 10,006. Wow, a little much for me. Fanduel definitely jacked his price up. Is he a must-have? Probably not. Murray, I think he can get you 35 points for Denver. You can look at Moutier as well. So I don't really need Lillard tonight. I think they're banking off, McCollum being out. But, Lillard did have a good time, a half-decent game last time out with 50-plus against Phoenix. But I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see. I do like Covington. You know how I am with him. Don't mind some Alfred Camino. Price is getting up, but I think he should be fine. And Towns and Nurkic, I do like both of those guys here tonight. So I'm looking at Towns, Nurkic. Also, don't mind a few shares of Aminu in Covington as well. And like I said, McCollum should be back. So Lillard, you can still look at him, but he's not really a must-have. I think he'll hit just 5 times value here tonight. All right, last game is Miami and LA. So Dragic and I think Whiteside is going to be out. No official word on Whiteside, but it said he didn't travel with the team, so I'm 100% sure he's probably not going to play here in LA. We got a 220 in the Clippers by 9. So Bam and Kelly, they're going to be popular. I mean, this entire Miami team is going to be very popular. Same thing happened last year when Dragic and Whiteside went out. All this Miami usage opened up here. So anyway, like I said, Dragic is out, so you can look at Tyler Johnson. Everyone here from Miami. You look at Dwayne Wade. You can look at Roddy McGruder. Winslow was in my lineup last night. Had a 40 bomb. Look at Josh Richardson, Bam, and Kelly. And so, yeah, just pick, just one of those games you can pick and choose who you want there. On that on the LA side, you can look at Harris, maybe. I don't mind Avery Bradley, though. Not too many guys from this LA side. It is a 9 spread. So, once again, kind of like with Denver, it could be a blowout. But since Miami and Denver are both limited in how many players they have, they're going to have to play their guys at least 30, 35 minutes. So that is what I am looking at there. So even if it's a blowout, if these teams are limited with their players, you still want to target them for the most part. All right. So, should be, once again, a pretty good slate. A couple injuries to still come out with John Wall. Don't know if he's going to play or not. But for the most part, I think we're pretty set. So, I really don't need any of those top guys. I do like Murray against Atlanta. Really bad defense. Murray is going to have to go up here. And then I do like Lonzo Ball. I do like Emmanuel Mudiay. So those are probably 2. Also look at Colin Sexton as well. Probably put him in there. Might get me 25 to 30. He also stated he's trying to shoot the 3 ball a little bit more. So he's trying to get his, 3-point percentage up. He said he's feeling a little bit more comfortable. So that's nice to see. Shooting guard, not the greatest tonight. Like I said, I do like some Kent Bazemore. And also you can look at Dwayne Wade and Rodney McGruder, Clarkson, Alex Burks. So if you just want to go cheap, you can go Burks here. It's definitely going to be, once again, a GPP kind of a day. The only thing, though, is there's not a lot of big stars out there. So you can either go straight up or pick a couple of these stars. So as I mentioned, I'm not too high on LeBron or Lillard, but since there's not a lot of big guys in good spots, you might just have to put them in there. But I do like this center position, and that's also why I like DraftKings as well tonight, because you got Bam, you got Kelly, you got Towns, a lot of centers and power forwards, and I can have 2 or 3 of them. So that's why I really like a DK tonight. Let me see here. Like I said, small forward. I don't mind Gallinari. Like I said, Richardson, Winslow. That's kind of what I'm looking at there. Hernan, if you need to, probably do like Winslow. Popularity will go up, but I like him. Also, I didn't mention, but I do like John Collins. Forgot to mention him with no Millsap being there. So, like I said, Markkanen, Wendell Carter, Jermichael Green, GPP, Bam and Kelly, both of them will be popular, at least 60, 70% on like they were last night, but they're still cheap. So as you see, they're $8,900, and all these guys should hit at least 5 times value. So you have a lot of money to go get Towns if you want. You go get LeBron or something like that. So yeah, like I said, not a lot of big boys out there, but a lot of salary relief out there. So should be, once again, a pretty good slate. Definitely would love to have you guys join us. And like I said, it was a very good night for us last night. As you see there, won the 100,000. So definitely, excited about that. And, it should be a pretty good Christmas. So, like I said, that is our third GPP takedown in under 3 weeks. So obviously this isn't just a fluke. Definitely know what I'm doing. And like I said, if you go last year in my videos, December, I think 12th or 13th, if you go back, I took down 100,000 on Fanduel. So definitely, have done this before, but like I said, definitely not taking it for granted. It's pretty awesome, winning that money. So, like I said, we'd love to have you. The $100,000 lineup was a premium lineup. So everybody on premium DK did get that lineup. As you see here, some of our subs here won some pretty good money as well. Put in 31,401, and also down here a little more, put in 177 and won 4,000. So yeah, we'd love to have you guys on board. $35 a month for FanDuel and $35 a month for DK. Those are both separate. To get in, check out our website down there in the comment section, and hit us up on Twitter as well if you have any questions. So yeah, very good night last night. Like I said, just a pretty awesome night. So that is it, guys. No video for Sunday. Hope you guys have a good weekend. We will see you guys all back here on the big Monday slate.